going on, Eagles Nation? This is your boy, the Bird with the Word, and back with another podcast, man. Let's talk about it, man. This game is rivalry week, NFC East. Big game, Eagles versus the Giants, and hey, a lot of stuff going on with this game right here, man. Giants. If we go in there and take care of business. The Giants might go ahead and call it a wrap. Depending on how the rest of the season play out. But they definitely can't afford to lose this game because uh, the Cowgirls swept them, and then uh, it's time for us to play them. So I don't see why we can't get the W. Let's talk about the big matchup this week. No secret, Saquon Barkley is a phenomenal talent, and I expect for him to be Saquon. Now, with that being said, we didn't beef up for nothing. We didn't go get Sue and Joe for nothing. And now Big Baby Davis, as I call him, he back. So with him being back, man, that D line is phenomenal, man. I mean, that D line is some kind of fortress. You know, I mean, it's impenetrable. I can't see, and we held uh, King Henry down. Now I know Saquon Barkley is a more dynamic, in my opinion, player because he more shifty. Whereas Henry, he's just a power back. He's gonna punch you down your throat. Saquon, he's gonna give you a little shift move and get out the way and go somewhere else. Definitely got to be aware of that. So I'm good. I'm confident with my D line and stopping the run. I'm good with that. My only level of concern is which we've been taking care of it, all year long. But as I alluded to earlier, Saquon Barkley is a shifty player, so he goes into the backfield sometimes, into the flats. So we got to make sure we watch him on the screenplay and make sure we watch him on just any kind of passes because him with any kind of linebacker is over. No, it's not fair. So he's going to take off like a rocket. So we definitely need to be mindful of that. Uh, I believe Slayton is out, or excuse me, he didn't practice today. So it's something to keep your eyes on because I mean their wide receiver core is decimated right now. Only thing the Giants really have going for them is Danny Jones and Saquon Barkley. That's it. So Daniel Jones, got to make sure we contain him. Last week we contained Saquon. I mean, Henry, but Tannehill had more rushing yards than Henry, which is ironic. But he had more rushing yards than Henry did. So we contained. We did our job, contain Henry, but then Tannehill got off, which it wasn't nothing but like maybe like 34 yards, but nevertheless he still got off. So we want to make sure because Daniel Jones is no Tannehill. Daniel Jones will get. We know all too well how he will get. So we got to make sure we keep our eyes on that guy, man, and definitely don't let him take it off on us and beating us with his legs. We got to make him beat us with his arm, which poses me no concern, no big threat. Like I said, the wide receiver core is decimated. Uh, like I said, Slayton in practice today, so who knows, man. So keep an eye out on that. I expect for us to have another dominant performance, me personally. Now, this is I respect rivalries, right? So I'm never a person that's going to go into a game and say, "Oh," and and this is with anybody. I don't care who played the Jacksonville Jaguars or whoever, the Houston Texans. Prime example, Houston Texans. I respect every opponent because it's any given Sunday. So I don't go out there pontificating about what we're gonna do and everything like that. Oh, hey, I'm calm, humble. I'm gonna sit back and hey, 'cause the last thing I want to do is eat humble pie, eat crow pie. So I'm always gonna be humble. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. So and then with this being a division game, definitely, it's gonna put me on the edge of my seat because like I said, Cowgirls slipping at our feet. We need to make sure we don't give them no kind of room to get closer than what they already are. So definitely go ahead and take care of our business with these guys, man. Saquon Barkley right now, I mean, he's not looking good. I mean, the last 100 game he had was November the 13th, almost a month away. This is 7, almost a month away. Detroit held him to 22 yards rushing. I mean, Detroit running defense isn't, you know, that great. So, uh, for them to hold Saquon at 22 yards rushing, 22, man, I feel like if he get anything over 22, we fail. Because I mean, no knock on Detroit. I mean, they played the hell out of us. They played us hard. A lot of respect for Detroit. But come on. And Detroit been playing everybody hard this year too. So let me say that. But uh, definitely want to make sure that we hold this boy Saquon to some kind of reasonable amount of yards. Now, 22 yards for Saquon Barkley. It's a beautiful dream. I would love for it to happen, but reality, like I said last week, I went into the game last week saying, Derrick Henry probably would have no more than 100 yards rushing on us that game. 25 yards a quarter. Hey man, I can deal with that. And turn out, come and find out he didn't even get that many. He only got 30 some yards. So if we can hold uh, Saquon to like a reasonable amount, then hey man, I'm cool with that, man. Hey, let's get it done. Let's get it done. Our defense needs to step up. We need to cross every uh, every line. We need to check every box. We need to dot every I, cross every T. We need to make sure we let these people know that we for real because there's people still out here to doubt us. But ironically, they doubted us the year we won a Super Bowl. You know, they doubted us that year. We was underdogs that year. Home field advantage, number one seed, underdogs. You know, right now we underdogs. I got the feeling. I'm getting nostalgic around here, man. I got the feeling, that hey man, a little deja vu. Who knows? But uh, hey, people they acting like we ain't really doing nothing. We got these crap cowgirl fans out here, man, bragging about beating the 4-win Colts, the 4-win Colts. Uh, I mean, even all these sports channels, ESPN, uh, FS1, all of them. I mean, they already don't give us no airtime anyway, no segments. And if they do give us a segment, it's for like 2 minutes, and then it's back to the Cowboys for a whole another 58 minutes. So uh, they act like our game, us going there and dominating the Titans like that, the number one team in their division, the way we dominated them boys, put 30 points on them like that, and you didn't hear nothing about us. Nothing about us. People still asking questions, asking about, are we real or not? Or the Eagles real? Or the Eagles real? Wow. Uh, yeah, man. It's definitely every week I want us to improve and do more and more. Every week I want us to do something different. Last week I wanted them to let Jalen throw for that 400. Let Jalen go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go off on a tantrum. Let him just do whatever, man. Because the people still not giving him his respect. They not. They not. They're not giving him his respect at all. Uh, they acting like he ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing. So I definitely want him to go off and I want us to really go and have a real statement game against a division opponent with a winning record. You know what I'm saying? Albeit they've been losing the last couple of games, but I want us to go in there and punch them in the mouth. Go in there, just bow, you know, punch him right in the mouth, man, and get him out of there. Uh, I always say division games gonna be close, so I always, I don't really trying to say, oh, we gonna blow them out, 30 to this and then like that. I always say division games will be close. If it's anything other than being close, then hey, I'm happy for it. Hey, clap my hands, hey, clap my hands, I'm good. But I definitely want us to go in there and run it up on them. I want, I want to run it up on their ass. Cop Pizzle, you know, a New York Giants YouTube creator, man. He is the biggest trash talking New York Giants I ever met in my life. That's why it pleased my soul when we took Devontae Smith. And I got to watch him fall on the ground and cry and beg, "Leave us alone! Eagles, won't you leave us alone?" Begging a grown man, begging for another grown man to come play for his team. Come on, man. Come on, man. He gets no love for that, man. Kyle Pitts. He gets an X for that, Kyle Pitts. But yeah, man. So I really want to go on there, and just for him anyway, because he's the biggest ish talking YouTuber I know. So I want to knock him in the mouth. He got a bet going on with with the guy Philly 500. Shout out to Philly 500. He got a bet going on with him that if he wins, then he gets to take over Philly 500. If the Giants win, he gets to take over Philly 500's channel for a week. Why he accepted that bet, I have no idea. But hey, that's them. And if Kyle Pizzle lose, Kyle Pizzle has to give him Kyle Pizzle strap, the New York Giants belt. Man, look, I wouldn't let that dude take over my channel for nothing in the world, man. That dude was crazy. Man. He liable to get on there and say what's some crazy stuff, man. Him and his baby dog Wilson, all that right there, man. Get out of here, Kyle Pizzle. Yeah, man. I'm riding with my boy Philly 500, man. Mr. AKA Mr. Baby Denzel around here, man. But anyways, yeah. Back to the Giants, man. Speaking of Giants, man, uh, uh, it's being the whole thing with the Odell Beckham. So, of course, if you know now, the Cowboys that came out and report came out that Jerry said that he's not going to sign him without a workout, without him uh working out for the team or whatever like that. And so, from my understanding, the report say he won't be ready to January of next year, which is next month. But they said he won't be ready until mid-season next month or whatever. I mean, next season. So it wouldn't even be no good to get him now. I mean, the point of getting him now was to possibly get a push going into the playoffs. But if he's not going to be ready for the playoffs right now, then there's no use to go ahead and getting him right now. So uh, I think it's a waste of money for the Cowboys. There was a report came out that was linked him to us. A year ago, I would have jumped on that train. This year, I don't want anything to do. I don't want anybody coming to my team doing anything. Only thing I would take is a running back. That's it. Other than that, I wouldn't take anybody coming to my team. I don't want no Odell. I don't want no Hodell, Slowdale. I don't want no hotel. I don't want anything. I want who we have. We have a solid team right now. Chemistry, culture is good there. Man, we don't want to mess up anything, man. Jalen Hurts galvanizes guys, man. They all love him. They all look to play for him. So, man, I don't. Hey, y'all can help Odell. Y'all can help. But me personally, I believe he's going to go back to the Giants, as we were speaking about him. So, uh, uh, I don't see the Cowboys. I believe the Giants would go all in. Think about it. He's 30 years old. I believe he won a Super Bowl with the Rams. So I believe he wants to go somewhere. And why not go back home to where he started? Me personally, that's what I'm under the assumption. I think he wants to go back home and retire a Giant where he started, where his career really took off with the spectacular catch over the Cowgirls. So why not? Uh, either that, or I thought it was a possibility that he'll go end up with the Bills. With the report coming out today with Von Miller going down, I don't know if he's going to, take a chance going over there. And then with the Rams, that was his first choice. Well, that was his first link because, of course, he played for him last year. But they don't have a quarterback right now. As a matter of fact, Baker Mayfield just signed. yesterday with the Rams. So they don't even have a quarterback right now, man. So definitely don't think he'll go over there. But don't be surprised, man. Odell put a rabbit out of his hat, man, and go somewhere like Seattle over there with Geno Smith or somewhere, man. Hey, why not? The boys were pushing. Maybe the 49ers. Nah, I bet the 49ers, they got enough weapons over there. Maybe they cheap. Uh, but yeah, man, Cowboys, they really crying for him. Why y'all crying for him? If y'all the best team in the NFL, if y'all the best team in the NFL, why y'all crying? Y'all took this man on a date. Y'all took this man. Y'all tricked off with this man the other day, man. Took him on a red carpet date to the Mavericks game. Tricked him out, probably bought him all kind of hot dogs and popcorn. Showed him out around town. Showed him my beautiful city. And if you didn't know, I am from Dallas, born and raised, live in Dallas right now. You know what I'm saying? A diehard Eagles fan, I say it every time. Just so you know, so it was no mistake. Uh, but they probably showed him around my city, showed him Papa Do's or, took him somewhere down to Deep Ellum somewhere or, maybe Perry Steakhouse, somewhere real nice. But, y'all really I hope he gave y'all a kiss or something at the end of the night because y'all really tricked off with him the whole night. Uh, and I could tell when he was walking out the way he was acting. That dude, I said, man, look at this dude, man. He already know. If somebody want to sign with you, they gonna sign you with you. They ain't gonna play your games with you. I believe Odell using the Cowboys as a marketing technique to make people say, oh, the Cowboys want him. Let me pay this much for the Cowboys won't get him. So it's about chess, not checkers. So I ain't mad at Odell for playing his cards. But I don't believe he's gonna play for the Cowboys. I just don't. I really don't. Where would he fit? Where would he fit in at? Where? I mean, y'all got C.D. Lamb. You got Gallup. And Washington coming back, from his injury, and then Odell Beckham. So I mean, of course, you would play Odell over, you know, Washington guy, but then what you waiting for them to come back for then? I don't know. Cowboys, they just weird. They do strange stuff to me. But uh, yeah, man. So hopefully we go in there and do what we got to do against these Giants, man, and take care of business. Because I want to keep this thing steamrolling going into the playoffs. I am glad we got our L out the way early. I told everybody I did not. Is the fan in me did want to go undefeated. That's the fan in me. But the realist in me knew, man, we need to get hit now because that way we can bounce back from it now. Because if we get hit in the playoffs, it's over. Ain't no well we come back next week. No, it's over. See you next year. So I'm glad we took our L now. Fixed it up and look, came back. We've been steamrolling, rolling. Man, we've been steamrolling. You hear me? So definitely glad that uh how our defense is playing right now, man. Phenomenal. I love it. And I'm excited for this weekend, man. 1 o'clock game, 12 o'clock game. Excuse me. I'm gonna be live in effect. Going live from the game. Well, from my bar, or whatever. But let's talk about some more news, man. The Titans, man. Oh my God. So I'm pretty sure everyone heard about what's going on in Tennessee right now. So after AJ went back, you know, Tennessee. Well, excuse me, he went back to play against his team in Philly, but his team came. He lit them up. Oh, 2 TDs over 100 yards catching. So because of that, the Titans fired the GM, the guy who was responsible for getting him the contract. So not only is AJ out there spanking goalposts, he was spanking the goalposts. I told you, you should have paid me. Not only was he doing that, now you ain't got this man fired, man. AJ got this man fired from his job. Now what he gonna do? Now how he gonna take care of his family, man? AJ out here, you messing up people's lives, man. Golly, AJ Brown. Or as we call him, swole back, man. That man out here messing up people's lives. Man, that man got that man fired. Fired on his day off. It wasn't even no football that day. He got fired. That's AJ Brown, off the one. Man, send that man a gift card or something, man. Send him something like should have listened. Send them something like a Hallmark card. They open up when they open up, they start playing music. Like they should play like like sad, slow song, like maybe like a Celine Dion song or something like that, or maybe like a Whitney Houston song, uh, Bodyguard or something like that. When it open up, it just play real slow and sad. You should have listened. Uh, yeah, AJ Brown, man. Sad, man. Got that man fired, brother. But hey, and then something else was said about the Titans that I didn't touch on, I believe yesterday on my last content was, they said the Titans was supposed to be the most physical team in the NFL, the most physical team in the NFL. Well, if they were the most physical team in the NFL and we imposed our will on them the way that we did, hey, I better watch out, man. They, if that's the case, they might gonna drug test the whole Philadelphia Eagles because man, we did the fool on the board. I mean, we did what we wanted to, when we wanted to, and how we wanted to, and Derek didn't say anything about it, man. So hey, moving on. Let's talk about my guy, the Kobe Dean, the Kobe Butterbean Dean. Yeah, the Kobe Dean, man. Hey, I, what the story about the Kobe Dean, man? I mean, draft night, guy came out there super fly, the freshest guy out there. I mean, he came out there with the top prospects that was supposed to be selected in the first round. Boy was super clean, man. Been clean since been clean. Uh, only to fall to like the third round. And the whole time I was just, man, I hope we get him. Man, I hope we get him. Man, I hope we get him. We got him. Training camp came around. Of course, the news came out that you know he wasn't looking good. Let's keep it 100. He wasn't looking all that. They say that his processing and breaking down the game, like the intelligence of the game, is subpar and superb. You know what I'm saying? Like he's upper echelon with football intelligence. But as far as being able to put it on the field, they said it was question marks there. Then of course his size or whatever like that. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you, well, watch out because the Kobe Dean is definitely is showing up the NFL why he should have been a first round pick and what we can look forward to the future in with the Kobe Dean. I mean, he's giving us flashes. I mean, like the last game against the Titans. I mean, he definitely came out and took advantage of every minute he was on the field. I mean, he looked good. I mean, he was in the backfield, shifty. I mean, getting off blocks. For a guy to be that small, he's strong as an ox. I mean, I'm looking at him go get off on 300-pound men like it's nothing. Like he's getting off on them, like holding them up, and then pushing them out the way to get and still making them block the tackle on top on Derrick Henry. So I mean, it's a strong guy. So I hope Kaiser White. Hopefully, he hurt his ankle. He was limited in practices this week. So hopefully, he's back because I mean he's been playing at a high level this year. But if not, then hey, every guy who's filled in or stepped up for a starter, they have played just as good or they have done their job, right? I was talking to my guys today and I was telling them, I'm like, man, look, since Dallas Goddard been out, we really haven't, really felt the effect of Dallas Goddard being out. Of course, they was like, shout out to my Eagles group, my guys. Uh, they were like, well, we had to adjust so many words we had to adjust because we was missing Goddard. So I feel like, oh, we really missing God. I mean, we winning. So I mean, yeah, I mean, so that should say. But I do feel like I feel like every man is like, look at my guy, Reed Blankenship, stepped up, played big. Uh, look at Josiah Scott with the pick in the Green Bay game. Uh, I mean, every guy that that we asked to step up, man, they step up. So Uh, the Kobe Dean, man, I'm looking forward. I'm excited about that guy. I believe I thought he was going to start day one, start of the season, but it wasn't in the cards, or whatever. But hopefully he's about to show up at the end of the season, give us a sample of what we can expect next year, man. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I hope he starts. If Kazir White can't go, but hopefully, he's healthy, and we can get a guy in there and we can just rotate him out. Hopefully, but I definitely like what I see on the Kobe Dean. Special teams, he's been looking good. Now it's translating over to the actually getting time on the actual playing field. So Kobe Dean, man, so many people was talking trash about you, man. Just like there was about Jalen Hurts, but hey man, prove them wrong. That's what we do here, man. That's what we do here. Uh man, another little story, Robert Quinn, pretty sure uh story came out about him going to the IR, injury reserve. Hey, get rid of that bum. Get rid of that bum. I didn't like the way he came into my practice facility looking like a bruh man from Martin on the fifth floor. I didn't like that. Man, he came in there with some ugly Carl Kanai 1990 look boots. Then he had on some jogging pants and a puff jacket. Like, dude, then like, it looked like he hadn't had a haircut and maybe like three, like he just got out of penitentiary or something. You know how you just got the penitentiary, all you got is your bag with you. It looked like all he had with it, like was his bag. All he had was papers, like his court documents, like he was going to court. Like, dude, you come into a multi-million-dollar facility, like show some respect. Like, dude, carry yourself a little better. And he's been trash since he's been here. Get that guy out of here. Get that guy off my team. I don't want him on my team any longer. On the cool, he can go. Send him back to the Cowgirls where he came from. Chicago want him back to the Chicago, but not let's send him back to the Cowgirls. But as soon as he go over there, he'll have 20 sack season, and we'll be looking like, damn, should have kept. Yeah, he's going on to the IR. He's a bust. In our opinion, my opinion, he's a bust. And, I don't want. I don't, I'm glad he's out of here, man. Open up the roster space for somebody who can actually play. Of course, the Eagles. I mean, we can clinch a playoff berth this weekend with a win and a San Francisco and Seattle loss. So we definitely take care of business this weekend. And I mean, we already in there, but just to officially make it official, we can go ahead and stamp our card this weekend if if everything goes according to how it's supposed to go, in my opinion. So hopefully San Francisco loses and Seattle, and then we win, of course, and then we go ahead and stamp their card, you know, to this that winning ticket to the playoffs, baby, to the ball, you know. Uh, and so I have a dilemma. Being, I do bet a lot. I love a nice gamble. Uh, nothing serious like I'm losing. Kids don't have no milk and nothing like that. But I do my my side gambling, whatever. So a lot of people have been questioning me about betting on the Christmas Eve game. I love it. I definitely would oblige. My only thing with that is I'm 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 where before I commit to it. That's the issue because I say yeah. Then once I say yeah, I lock in. So my thing is it can be a meaningless game. I mean, if we haven't lost a game since Washington and we go 16-1, by the time we get to the Cowboys, I forgot we'll be like 14-1, I think maybe or something like that. Hopefully 14-1, 13-1, excuse me. Uh, and I mean, I guess if we try and get the number one seed, we still should play our players, but. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm iffy on that because I do want to play. I want to sweep them. I want to pull out the broom and sweep them. But I want to make sure that all our players are healthy going into the playoffs. Because we're supposed to get everybody back. The only person we won't get back this year is Jared Gordon. Everybody else we're gonna get back. So uh, So we play the Giants, the Birds. So 11-1, 12, 13. So yeah, we'll be 13-1. With two more games left in the season. Um, and then one of the games being the division game. Yeah, now we gotta play. And one of the games, the Saints, we definitely got to beat their ass. So we own their draft pick for next year. So we definitely want to go in there and put a nail in their coffin. That's gonna help us. Beat them, help us. So no, won't be resting no players this uh nah. So yeah, might have to look at that bet now. Not look at everything right now because I don't see us resting any players. So uh, man, it's gonna be a great game. Great game. Uh, Cowboy fan called me. You know, I told him I was gonna make him famous. He calling me with nonsense. Tell me about what another trash cowgirl fan told him about Jalen Hurts has been sacked so many times, 30 something times, I think he said. And the Cowboys got 4 sacks on Jalen Hurts the last game. I said, oh, this what he told you? I said, oh, okay. I said, oh. I said, hey, but did he tell you about those 3 picks? The sacks, they hurt. They hurt, but you can overcome a sack. You can. You can overcome a sack in that instance. Like, right? You have to wait your turn to overcome an interception. You have to hope and pray your defense do what they supposed to do, and then you got to hope that you can get back to the position where you were before you threw the interception, and then progress, and then go ahead and possibly score whatever you do. But it takes a lot to come back from an interception versus coming from a sack. I mean, it could be first and 10, you can get sacked for a 3-yard loss. It's second and 13, and you throw a 30-yard bomb. Boom. Also, who sack over with right there? Who remember the sack? That's sack over with right there. So the sack isn't game changing in that instant. Now it could be game changing if the game was on the line, but no. So they focus on stuff like that, like uh, what somebody told me is pass attempts. Jalen Hurts has the lowest pass attempts. Uh, These are the things that people really focus on when you really can't find a flaw in someone else's in someone's game. Like this is what you really do, right? Like, oh, Jalen Hurts edge up was crooked by 2 inches. Like, wow, this is what you do. This is what people do, really. You find something like that to complain about. His pass attempts. Pass attempts. Make that make sense. Pass attempts. But hey, it's either here or there. Yeah, like I said, man, I'm just ready for the game, man. Hopefully, we come out and do what we're supposed to do, take care of business, and get the W. Like I said, I will be going live at the game. From my little Eagles nest. So and then after the game as well. So you'll have fan reaction. And hopefully we can get this win, man. Cause baby, the birds the word, and we in there, man. So let's go birds, man. As always, before I go, let's go birds.